Buddy. Well, I've created a three-part series on how to work with wood and resin. In today's episode, it's going to be about preparing the wood for resin. In episode 2, we're going to be talking about everything you need to know about resin. We're going to mix resin, pigments, we're going to talk about the tools that you need, and it's going to be very valuable. Now, episode 3 is about finishing the wood, and that's really a key component. If you do a great job on those first two items, but you don't get the finish right, you're kind of doomed for failure. So this is a class that I would have liked to have had when I started doing resin work a few years ago. I think you're going to find it beneficial, and I look forward to sharing it with you. So let's dive into it. Welcome back to the shop, everybody. I'm glad you're here. I am going to be working on a wood and resin project today, and I thought I'd show you how I prep my wood. So this is Buckeye Burl. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's got all the unique features that I'm looking for in a resin project. It's got the voids. It's got live edge stuff going on. The bluing effect is caused by termite damage. So that's a really cool feature. So right now, as you can see, this is all dirty, and I'm going to have to get this cleaned up. So that's what I'm going to be showing you. But I also want to share with you something else. I've got this Crafted Elements mold, and I've already poured a template, a clear template, and I've cut the wood basically to shape, but I'm going to be using my flush trim router bit to get this properly trimmed so it fits in the mold perfectly. So you can see I've got an outline, and what I'm going to be doing is using my double-sided tape, and I'll adhere this to the template, and we'll take it to the router table. Then we're going to go ahead and use my Dremel tool, clean this all up, and we'll be ready to go pour some resin. Let's get to it. Well, the first thing I'm going to do is wipe down the wood, make sure there's not any loose debris which would prevent my double-sided tape from sticking. And I'm going to do the same thing with my pattern here. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'll probably do just two pieces. We'll see what it looks like. We want to make sure that my template there doesn't come flying off. And this wood is a very soft wood, pretty delicate to work with, and I'm hoping that this doesn't blow apart on the router table. So you never know. All right. These projects are a lot of fun to do, and these are good sellers. I typically have no problem in selling these. The price point isn't so bad that people freak out. Some of my other pieces, they're going for $300, $400, and that's a tougher sale. Okay, I think we'll just stop right there. I've got a brand new flush trim bit, and in the show notes, I've got a link to all of these things. So in case you're looking, all right, so I'm going to make sure that I get within my lines. That looks really good. And I'm going to squish it down. Okay, this is ready to go on the router. We'll reposition the camera and get that done. Well, let's make some noise. Okay, that looks really good. Now, to get this off without breaking the wood, we're moving right along. That cut beautifully, and it really exposes how pretty that wood is. Gosh, love it. Okay, so I've got a real flexible putty knife, and I'm going to work my way into the wood and just gently pry. Yeah, this is going to come up pretty easy. Perfect. Okay, get rid of these, and we'll be ready to use this next time. Now let's just dry fit this into the mold just to see how it looks. Okay, that's going to be gorgeous. All right, next step. I'm going to move this mold out of the way because it's going to get dirty, but I'm going to break out the Dremel tool. It's time to get dirty. I've got my Dremel tool here. You can see that bit. It's aggressive, but not overly aggressive. It's just enough where I'm cleaning up the wood, but I'm not shredding the wood. That's important. And I'm going to go ahead and use a respirator because it is pretty nasty. I'm hooked up to an exhaust system, and I'm going to film this in time lapse because I value your time. But I do want to share one little tidbit. I hear a lot of people say that you should put a coat of resin, like paint it on with a paintbrush to prevent any bubbles. I don't do that. I've never done it, and I've not had problems. If you're mixing your resin properly, you're controlling your temperatures properly, it's going to work out just fine. Okay, time lapse. Let's do it. Well, this is a good time to talk about safety. Obviously, you want to be careful with those fingers around the Dremel tool bit. That would definitely hurt. And eye protection is a must. And also use that respirator. Your lungs will thank you for it. Well, this piece is ready to go. The Dremel tool did a great job. Off camera, I used my high pressure air hose and blew this off so it's now spotless. It's ready to be put into the mold and have resin poured. That'll be a different video, by the way, so stay tuned for that. As you can see, it's a pretty easy process, but I wanted to share the information because there's not many people out there that are sharing how to prep your wood. You want a good, high quality product, and this ensures that you're going to get that. So in the show notes, I have affiliate links. If you would check those out, there's everything from woodworking tools to all the things that you need to be doing for resin. Uh, I think you'll find it very helpful. Also, if you would do me a favor, hit the subscribe button and hit the bell so you will get notifications of every video I put out. And you know, I'm passionate about woodworking. I really enjoy it, and I hope that comes through. I want to help you be a better woodworker and have success in selling some of your items. So stay tuned, but I appreciate you very much. Thanks.